Hi, my name is Rachel Odima. It's a program called What's Up America. Today we're in Prairie Grove, Arkansas, with the Clothesline Festival. Today we're going to go around with the different unique things. And today we have some pottery. What's your name?
My name is Rod Hanneman.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I live in Greenwood, Arkansas, and I've come up here to have this concession, this booth at the Clothesline Fair this year.
Can you tell us about your pottery?
I make stoneware pottery. I make the pots at a studio in Fort Smith. I take them home to make the little things on the pots. I make little villages on some of the pots, and I do it with my hands, with my fingers. I make little tubes to make the little houses and tubes to make the trees, and then I put the roofs on the little houses. And as you can see in the pictures, here's a blue pot here with a little village on it.
How did you get started?
Well, I got started through my granddaughter, whose name is Rachel also, about 6 years ago when she was about 6 or 7, making little houses. And then I thought, I can make little houses on the edge of a pot, so I started doing that. She's the one that kind of got me started at doing it.
Can we look at your pottery?
I'd really be glad to have you look at my pottery and take pictures of it.
Okay. Thank you for letting us look at your pottery.
I'm glad you came. I thank you for looking at my pottery.
What's your name?
I'm Carlos.
Where are you from?
I'm from Southwest. I live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Can you play us some song?
Sure, yes. I'm gonna do some of the Native American flute music.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name's Nancy Dane, and if you don't mind, I'll hold this so I can look at the camera instead of looking at you. I don't like my profile. I'm Nancy Dane, and I'm an author. I do Civil War Arkansas. I did a documentary history called Tattered Glory, and it is the actual source documents, 10 years of research. This is the actual letters, diaries, and official records. There's no secondhand history in here. It's all strictly source documents. They're using this now as curriculum in Arkansas high schools. I did, like I said, 10 years worth of research, and there's a lesson plan for high schools that goes along with this. And I used the research that I gleaned from that to do my historical fiction. This is the first book that was released 3 years ago. It's called Where the Road Begins, and it has the battles of Pea Ridge, Prairie Grove, Cross Hollows, all the action in the northwest part of the state. And I have a young man that lived in Johnson County, Arkansas as the main character, and he was conscripted, and then he goes on the battle trails. But I bring him back home because the untold story of the Arkansas Civil War is what happened to the civilians, so I really major on that. A lot of people don't realize we had just as much atrocities, just as much Civil War history as Georgia. We just didn't get the press. So I did the research on that for the Confederate perspective. Then we were divided in our loyalties, so I did the second book from the Union perspective. And this one has a female protagonist. The first one has a male protagonist, so I have something for both women and men. But I will say women are loving the first novel and men are also liking the second. So it just depends on which book you get first. You'll love either one. I do professional development seminars for teachers. And one of the things that I really stress is the fact that our Civil War history has not been told to the fullest extent that it deserves to be told, because especially Arkansas students don't know their heritage in the Civil War. So if you get the novels, you will learn your history that way, or if you get the history book, I think you will really learn things you didn't know about the Arkansas Civil War. Thank you. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah. When did you decide to start writing?
Well, I didn't start writing until I had raised my family. I had 4 children. As a matter of fact, they were all in college before I started my writing career. But when I raised my family, I decided I wanted to be a writer for the rest of my life. So I started to college with my youngest son, and I put the next several years of my life into research before I began the novels because I wanted them to be accurate. So that's I've been doing this now for about 15 years.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Miss Heather.
I need my glasses.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Heather Lanker.
And what do you do?
I make children's clothes. The brand is called Heather Hill Clothing, and I make baby clothes 0 to 3 up to size 10.
Do you make them by yourself, or do you have people to help you?
I make them all by myself.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have a workroom upstairs in my house, and I get bolts of fabric in, and I make all the clothes. I have 3 industrial sewing machines, and I just love doing it.
Can you show us some of your clothing?
Sure. This is my t-shirt dress. It's probably the most comfortable dress on little girls because it's just a stretchy little tee, and I attach some pretty fabrics on the bottom. I also have these knot dresses, which are great because they're adjustable. You just undo the knot, and you can either lengthen them or shorten them, and then you can wear a long sleeve under them for the fall and little leggings, or in the summer you can just wear this. Yeah, and then I also have hair bows that match, that are over here. With the rest of my scraps of my fabric, I make matching hair bows that match the dresses. So I try to use everything and not waste my fabric up. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Ron Locke.
And what do you do?
I make soy candles, and I sell them here at the Clothesline Fair once a year.
Can you tell us how you make them?
I buy the soy wax already in the flakes, and then I melt it down, and then I put the fragrance in and the color, and I have a lot of stores that sell them, plus a lot of customers that seem to like them.
Can you show some to us?
Sure. Here's a strawberry one.
That smells good.
Good enough to eat, people say, but I tell people that I give them matches so they don't use a spoon.
Any particular one you like?
Yeah, but I don't have it left here now. I've sold out of them. I've sold a lot of candles this show. I have a lot good ones left, but not my favorite. My favorite is called Pearberry, which I just love. I like making that one. My wife's favorite is Jasmine, but I don't like that one.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Bill Cook from Jay, Oklahoma.
What do you do?
I turn the wooden pieces out of logs and burls and limbs, the bowls and vases.
How do you do it?
I turn it on a lathe, on a wood lathe with a lot of my tools that I make myself.
Can we look at some?
My tools and things.
Yeah.
You can look at the vases. The tools I have are just pictures. I don't know whether you can see this or not, but my lathe is a Powermatic, a very nice lathe. There's the tools that I make and use. There's my lathe with some of my turning tools that I use to turn inside the bowls and vases. So it's a lot of fun. I make tools and product and have a lot of fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Leon.
And what do you do?
I do woodworking here. I do lathe work, I make toys, and I make kitchen tools.
Can you show us some things?
Would you like to see a spinning top?
Sure.
All right. Here's a spinning top. I put it in the launcher like that. I take the tip of the string and put it in that little hole like that, wind it up, and then I'm going to pull it, and it's going to spin for a long time. Whoa, we're on a hill, so it goes downhill. If you were a kid you could drop rubber bands on it and play. It'd be fun. And you can see how many you get on there while it's spinning. If you're good, you can get 20 on there while it's spinning. That's fun. Early American spinning top.
Do you have any other toys that you brought?
I have other toys. Check this out. Here is a jumping jack man, early American jumping jack man. When you squeeze the sticks, he jumps. He'll jump over the top, do tricks. Maybe sometimes he might do the splits or something, but he's not doing it. He did the splits. That's a trick. He's very talented. That's from 1800, an old-fashioned toy. I have more. Here's a ball and cup game, old-fashioned ball and cup game. It takes practice. Swing it up and catch it. If you get good, you can get 10 in a row, but you got to practice. Can you do it? Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, you can do it. Sometimes you have to practice for a little while, but it's fun. I also make kitchen things. Here is a cookie cutter, biscuit cutter. Early American biscuit cutter from 1800. Very pretty, and they really do a good job. They're tapered inside. Here's a cutting board. Old-fashioned, nice-looking wood cutting board. Double-sided. This is walnut, oak, and cherry. Beautiful wood. They're fun. This is a noodle cutter. If you're interested, you could make noodles. You could cut the dough. You can make noodles, you can make dumplings, you can make lattice work pie crust. It's fun and it's easier to cut things out with that noodle cutter. How's that? Is that good enough? Is that good? I had a helicopter, I sold them all. Flying helicopters, I sold them all.
Cool.
Try, here's a pie pin. When you want to roll stuff out, the curved pie pin, it makes it easier to roll it thin. For tortillas, cookies, pies, pastry, make all that stuff, and then you can eat it. Very good. And these are for tired feet. If you're like me, after 3 days at the craft show, you're tired. You roll your feet on there, it feels very good on tired feet. And they're really pretty. All my stuff is beautiful wood. I'm on TV. You can get an autograph. There you go. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. That's good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciated talking to you. All right.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Richard Spoor, or T. Spoor. I'm the monkey man. This is my little girl, April.
How did you decide to get a monkey?
Sounded like a good idea at the time.
Do you take it places and stuff like that?
Yep, we go to a lot of fairs, a lot of festivals, and just around the house. I enjoy her quite a lot.
Does he eat? Do you have to find food, different food, or?
A lot of fresh fruit, mainly, and insects, good grasshoppers and things like that.
That's cool. Thanks.
You're gonna be a reporter, huh? One day, huh? You gonna be a reporter one day? News reporter?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at your monkey?
Sure. Maybe she'll talk for you, huh? Can you talk a little bit for him, April? Can you say something? Can you talk to him? Yeah. Could you talk to him a little bit, honey? Could you talk to him a little bit? Come on. Don't guess she wants to.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Lachey Swim.
What do you do?
I am a painter.
What do you paint?
I paint on junkiques and antiques. Lots of primitives.
Why did you want to paint them?
It's something that I enjoy doing, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so it kind of lets me get out into the public, and it also lets me make some money.
Can we look around, look at them and stuff?
Yes. cabin, pumpkins, sunflowers, a lot of my favorite things.
Do you have any of your favorites?
Some of my favorites. I love the old chairs. The old chairs are very nostalgic. It's hard to pick a favorite. Most of my things, when people come by at the shows, everybody has a story for everything. Everybody has a story for everything on all these old items. You hear how their grandmother had one of these on their porch, or they had to use one of these to haul their milk. It's very interesting with this old stuff.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey.
Shard.
And what do you do?
I build custom outdoor furniture.
Why did you want to do furniture?
I just enjoy working with wood. I like taking something and turning it into something else.
Oh, how did you get started doing it?
I started out as a young boy working in the shop with my dad, and I'm still working with my dad, and that's pretty much where it all started. Just started working with wood when I was a young kid and fell in love with it.
Can we look around at some, and you can show? Can you show us some of your favorites?
Sure, certainly. All right, this is my double rocker, or my single rocker. It's 24 inches wide. It's made. They call it the big man's rocker because it fits well. It's got a lumbar support in the back where the back actually sticks out a little wider than the top, so that when you sit in it actually presses against your back, and it's just really comfortable. This is one of my favorites. These are our Adirondack sets. These are really good. This is a chair that we designed, that we actually built a few of them, designed them ourselves, and you know, if we sat in them for a while and didn't like something about them, we just changed them up until we finally got what we wanted out of them. Down here we've got the 5-foot glider. This is one of the products that my dad builds. The back is all mortised. You can see it's got really strong backs on it. These are actually designed a little bit different. These pieces of wood right here are actually mortised and slide inside of these boards for strength. Just makes them a little bit stronger, and then there's no exposed screws or anything, so they just look a little better. This is another thing that we worked on the design to get a long, smooth glide out of them, just making sure that, you know, they didn't have a real choppy, short glide, so they're more comfortable. This is actually one of our newer products. This is an arbor. And this is actually one of my dad's products that he designed and built. You know, it's built out of 4x4s. It's very heavy. The wind will not blow it over, which, you know, around here that's a problem sometimes. The wind gets really strong sometimes. And then we've got our 5-foot standard swing set. You know, some people like the A-frame and everything. They can set it out in their yards, and some people would prefer just to have the swing to hang on their porch, so we can accommodate them in either way. That's it.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
That concludes our show, and thank you for watching. Bye.